All right, hello everyone. How are you? It's Kei. So this is the 4th of August 2022, and this is on Thursday. So this is a live stream, and I will check some charts together with Ichimoku Kinko here today and see what's happening in the markets. Looks like they are all ranging right now, but I will still screen some charts and see what we can find in the markets. So yeah, let me switch the screen and start the live session right now. Okay, so yeah, so before starting here, as a quick disclaimer, as always, as usual, this YouTube channel, the things I talk about is mainly based on my own experience and knowledge. So when you take trades, please do with your own risk management. And also, since this is live, if you can please follow the rules and guidelines, that would be great. Because after all, we're all here to learn. And recently, there are so many spam accounts in social media, so please be careful. I don't do Telegram, I don't do Instagram, I don't do Facebook, and I don't send direct messages to anyone through the social media. So please be careful on these spams in the internet. Okay, so let me say hi to everyone and start that session right now. All right. Yeah, I see a number of traders here now. Also, thank you so much for joining today. Good to see you. So Win and TSM, good to see you. Thank you for joining. And Basam, Augustine, Richard, and Anluk, good to see you too. Thank you for joining. And Oman also, thank you for joining as well. Great to see you. And Moonboy, good to see you too. Thank you for joining. And Caleb, thank you for joining from Singapore. Good to see you here. And Forex Yoda, good to see you too. Thank you for joining. And Gabby, thank you for joining as well. Great to see you. And Mr. Bonesbody, thank you for joining. And Daniel and Sarawit, good to see you too. Thank you for joining. I hope you're all having a great day today. Looks like markets are a bit ranging quiet. I saw the pound was sold very much today, but we have no trends, so I think this is the perfect timing to run the tester, the Forex Tester, and practice on your trades. All right, Manuel and Trung, good to see you. And Dirk also, thank you for joining as well. Great to see you here again. And Kevin, David, Hardika also good to see you. TikTok, Faiz, Sifo, and AD, Robert, and everyone, thank you for joining. Again, good to see you again. So let me now switch to the trading view and see what's happening in the markets. Okay, so this is the Euro USD. I'm still on the sell bias on the Euro USD because the Kijun Sen is pointing down. This is a daily time frame. And since Kumo is looking flat, but the Kijun Sen is pointing down, Chikou span is below the candles, so my view is still bearish. But it may take a while to turn bearish. So at least I'm waiting for the break of the support level 1.0097. Because by the time the market breaks that level, I think the Senko span A will continuously point down this way, break the previous Senko span A level. And also Kijun Sen remains pointing down. Chikou span should be below the candles. So that will be a good setup to sell. But if this doesn't happen, then I will simply stay away. And what's more, if support level breakout does not happen in 1, 2, 3, 4 days, then I will also stay away. Because in the 4 days or on the 5th day from today, 5th trading day from today, Chikou span will touch the candles if the market goes sideways continuously. So that means from today, tomorrow, Friday, and next week until Tuesday and Wednesday, if the market remains flat like this without breaking the support of 1.0097, then Chikou span will touch the candles. And when I see the Chikou span touch candles, I simply stay away because that shows the market is ranging. So most likely when Chikou span touches like this, the market continues to be range and spiky. So that will be one of the timing for me to stay away from the market. So that's one thing I noticed on this Euro USD on the daily time frame. So for me, usually I check the daily time frame and also the 4-hour time frame. I look at 2 time frames on all these pairs on my watch list. And if I see either daily or the 4-hour charts trending with the Ichimoku confirmations, I follow. I look for the entry timing on the lower time frames. So daily shows flat, and I look at the 4-hour chart, and 4-hour also looks flat. At a glance, simply Kumo flat, Kijun Sen is also flat, and Chikou span is also touching. So this is flat and range. In terms of Ichimoku definition, it's range. So when I see this condition, I simply stay away. I don't take time to even draw lines or to look at the candles. I don't even take time for this. I will simply stay away and go to the other pairs to screen, so that it saves time for me to skip what's not right for me and only focus on what's right or what is good markets for me in the markets. You know, I have these 21 pairs on my watch list, and I have these pairs. Sometimes I get these questions like, why did you select these pairs? Why don't you look at the NZD pairs? And why don't you look at some exotic pairs? And my answer is, I have back-tested the New Zealand pairs also by the tester. I took 100 trades on NZD JPY and USD NZD and some other NZD pairs. I took 100 trades, I executed 100 trades and exited 100 trades by the Forex Tester on the previous chart with my strategy, and my performance wasn't not really good. So that's why I don't have New Zealand pairs on my watch list. But I was doing well on these 21 pairs on my watch list, which are USD Euro and Pound JPY CAD and Swiss franc, and that's why, and AUD, and that's why I have these on my watch list. I have back tested it 100 trades on each pair, and I have good performance in terms of the profit factor. I was able to make 5 out of 100 trades, and also some nice returns out of 100 trades, and that's why I have these on my watch list. So if you are using your own strategy, whether it's a moving average or candlesticks, or even if you use Ichimoku, if you use Ichimoku in a bit different way from mine, then I recommend you to get the stats on your performance on each pair or any market, even if it's a Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies or commodities, gold, or any like pairs or markets. You can actually check that and get verified that your system works on these markets. Then you can actually take trades on the live markets. That's my recommendation. Yeah, sometimes, you know, when you look at the performance, let's say I show up my performance every month. I have the videos, and you will see me having some returns, like 10% returns in average in the month of in the year of 2021. Then for me, my system works, and because I know exactly what I'm doing. But for some of you, maybe you have only learned, but you have not practiced it. You have not really taken into practice yet. So you may not be able to see some similar or same performance as mine. So I still recommend everyone to really get the stats and verify that it works for you And then I think that will be the first step to be able to become a profitable trader in the long run on your trading career. So yeah, in that sense, you know, do not believe the performance of mine, performance of anyone who are on the internet, unless you take it, unless you verify it on your own. So anyways, it's a bit off topic, but let me continue to check some charts and check some comments also. Yeah, I can check some crypto charts. I can check the Bitcoin. Let me see. Bitcoin has been ranging, and yeah, because if you look at the daily chart, sorry, 4-hour chart in the Kumo, daily is also in the Kumo. So this is not a good timing to trade for me. Yeah, you need at least wait for the break of the Senko span B, 24,957.17 breakout to buy. This is also the weekly Tenkan-sen. This was also weekly Tenkan-sen level. So I recommend you to wait for that break and then buy afterwards. And the target to the previous resistance around this area will be the target. Yeah, let's see. Oh, Mr. Bondsbody asked me, okay, have you backtested gold? Yes, I did. I also backtested gold, and that was also a nice result, decent result, just like the Forex pairs, and that's why I take trades on gold. Yep. Let's see. And let me see. Homan says, Dear K, if you see 4-hour trending but on the daily prices touching one of the Ichimoku lines on the daily or weekly, do you still take trades if you have 3 confirmations in M5? Yeah, as long as 4-hour is trending and the mid time frame is either 1 hour or 30 trending, then I look for the 3 confirmations and take trades on M5. And in that case, I don't really care about the daily chart. So let's say I say, like in this case on the Bitcoin, I say the market is within the Kumo on the daily time frame. So better to wait until the market breaks Kumo. But at the same time, if you see the up in a 4-hour chart, you can actually take trades also. But the tendency of the market is that when you see the price exactly into Kumo, the market becomes choppy. So even if you see uptrend in a 4-hour chart, it may retrace very soon, or it may be choppy on the lower time frames, and you may get stopped out many times. So that's why, to be safer, I recommend everyone to wait for the breakout of the Senko span B and prepare to buy. But if you are good at risk management, meaning if you know when exactly to exit when the market returns, when the market turns against you, before the break, you can still take a trade if you see 4-hour is bullish, like 4-hour Kumo bullish, Kijun Sen bullish, and price goes up this way. And when you see also Chikou span break, you can actually look for the buying edge and place a buy and expect the market to break the resistance. And that's what I usually do. I don't simply wait for the break. Sometimes when I see a good setup before the break, I take it and keep holding until it breaks. If it doesn't break and the retrace backwards, then I will simply exit at the right timing and take some profit when the market reverses, or simply I will exit with a break even. So the most important part is not to lose. So non-losing trader is a key to success. And that's why I have this statement on the cover page on my live stream. Help you become a non-losing trader. Yeah, so anyways, yeah, so it's up to you, up to anyone who wants to trade before the break or after the break. And for me, if I see good setup, I take entries before the breakout. I don't mind taking trades before the break, before the major resistance support level breaks. Okay, let's see. John Harris says, Kay, I recently took a position on natural gas, made some great pips. I took the trade based on 1 hour retracement. It was retracing to the Kijun Sen. Okay, that's nice, that's nice. Let me check the natural gas and see what's happening. I don't really follow these markets, but yeah, so you took the trade on 1 hour retracement. So maybe you took the trade on this along this way, perhaps today. Yeah, I think yeah, the market broke the neckline of double top in 1 hour. Double top and neckline break. So the market is now reversing back. In terms of Ichimoku, it's flat. Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat. But yeah, the market has retraced back to Kijun Sen. So this is your TP. If you sold it up here, then Kijun Sen touch will be a TP as an intraday if you took the 1 hour Kijun Sen retrace. Yeah, so this is also very important, and power of Ichimoku is that the every time you see the market gets away from the Kijun Sen, it always comes back. And every time it gets away from Kijun Sen, it comes back to Kijun Sen. So in this pattern here, if you see also the market takes off from the Kijun Sen, then we can expect it to retrace back. So now it touched the Kijun Sen. So there will be two scenarios. One is the market will be supported by the Kijun Sen and start to go up again. When it goes up, it may go up to the resistance. But when the market reaches near the resistance around this level here, when it retraces, most likely it retraces back to Kijun Sen. So you can wait for the retrace and take sell and target to the Kijun Sen. That's one of the scenarios. And the other scenario is the market breaks Kijun Sen bearish and then go down. But at some point, the market will be supported. It may be supported at the previous support level here and then start to retrace. And when it retraces, there's a probability that the market retraces back to the Kijun Sen here. So you can take buy and target to the Kijun Sen. Yeah, this is called what we call Kairi strategy in Japanese. Kairi means estrangement in English. We say K-A-I-R-I, Kairi. Kairi means when the market becomes away from Kijun Sen and comes back. How far the market gets away from the Kijun Sen technically means Kairi. This part, this pips means a Kairi in Japanese. But yeah, I hope you get the concept. So I'm sure there are some names in English, some proper names in English, but I just call this a Kairi strategy or estrangement strategy, or one of the Ichimoku members said this was like a mean reversal. You can also call it as like a mean reversal. Mean means the Kijun Sen. The market mean is a Kijun Sen when it's range, and mean reversal works like this based on Ichimoku also. So however you call it, it works also, and it works on any time frames. If you see this in the weekly and see downtrend on a daily or 4-hour chart, you can follow it and target to the weekly Kijun Sen. If it's monthly or if it's 1 hour time frame like this, you can still take trades in this way. But I don't recommend you to use it on the lower time frames like 5 or 15 because it may be choppy. So it may not really work. But, at least above 30 minutes, this strategy also works. So as you may know already, I'm a trend follower, so I only trade when there is a trend in the markets. So let's say in 1 hour, there is no trend in terms of Ichimoku right now, so I will simply stay away. But if this were the, let's say, the weekly chart, and if you see this downtrend on the weekly, I don't follow the weekly because there is no trend on the weekly time frame, but I can follow downtrend on the lower time frames. If I see downtrend on the daily time frame or the 4 hour or 1 hour, I can follow, and that's what I mean by a trend follower. So I don't simply stick to one time frame. Whenever I see trends on any time frames, I follow. But if there is no trends, then I simply stay away. And as I mentioned earlier, usually I take either the daily time frame or the 4-hour time frame to follow, because it's the most effective time frames in my experience in Forex to follow. That's why I built my strategy in that way. But yeah, so that was a good trade, I think, on natural gas, target to the Kijun Sen in 1 hour chart. Yeah, so, and let me also check gold, XAU USD. I will first check the daily time frame. So every time I screen charts, I first start from the daily time frame. I don't usually look at the lower time frame first and go up. I never do that. I always do top down from higher to lower time frames. So here is the gold daily time frame, and the market is near the previous support. So we have to wait for the break of the resistance, which is around 1785.77. Wait for the candlestick close above that level and prepare to buy, because this is a daily time frame, and these resistances and supports are based on the daily time frame. In this chart, you see within the one screen, you see the support resistances on the daily time frame. So in this case, I wait for today's candlestick close, which happens in about 6.5 hours. When this close becomes above the previous supports and resistance, then I will look for a buying edge and follow uptrend, most likely based on the 4 hour. Yeah. But now it's still below or exactly on the previous supports, so I don't take the buy here. Ichimoku also shows flat. Kumo is flat, Senko span A is retracing back, and Kijun Sen is down, but the price above the Kijun Sen, that means this is also the confirmation of the range, and Chikou span is almost touching the candles. This is also the range. So this time it may not be breaking, but it may be retraced. It may retrace, and it may continue to range. That's also possible, because whenever you see the price in between Kijun Sen and Kumo and Chikou span touching, this is range. And range in Ichimoku means the buyers and sellers power balance are 50-50. So the market doesn't have any enough power to break the resistance and support. That's why the market may retrace. So that's why I just wait for the candlestick close today. And let me check the 4 hour. 4 hour chart looks like this. And okay, so the Kumo is flat still. Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen flat. The Chikou span above candle, so that's bullish. But again, in the 4 hour chart also, still near the resistance. So we have to wait for the break anyways. Yeah, there was a nice inside bar break. So in double bottom, inside a break, this confirms it's bullish. So let's see if it breaks. If it breaks it, then I will look for the buying edge. But it might also become a ascending P wave. If I can just draw the line like this, then we have two supports. So this time it may be resisted and retrace back to either Kijun-sen or a trend line and bounce and then breaks through this way sometime tomorrow or sometime next week. This might also happen in this condition. So yeah, I think gold is bullish. That's for sure, but the question is whether it breaks this time or not. So simply I wait in this case. Yeah, let me check some other comments now. Okay, KD says Ichimoku works best with the JPY pairs simply because Japanese institutions always base their trades on the Ichimoku indicator. Not always actually. I don't think most of the Japanese, or actually not all the Japanese traders use Ichimoku because even in Japan, Ichimoku is considered to be a bit complicated, and people prefer to use moving average or some other tools like RSI or MACD. So in that sense, I'm an exception in that sense because I use Ichimoku, but I don't really see traders really use Ichimoku when they analyze charts in Japan. So yeah, Ichimoku works on any pairs in any markets. Is my answer based on my experience, not only for the JPY pairs. The Tokyo box worked better on the JPY pairs, but the Ichimoku works basically on any markets. Yeah, Ichimoku is also difficult to understand as a Japanese also, because not everyone reads the original books and not everyone studies very deeply. Because yeah, I think we have more information about Western indicators than Ichimoku, even in Japanese websites and yeah, like articles or books. So yeah, I only know a few traders who use Ichimoku in Japan as a Japanese trader, but most of them use other tools. Yeah, but I like Ichimoku. Yeah, Ichimoku actually gave me lots of new inspirations and lots of important lessons. Especially, like I mentioned on the part 1 of Ichimoku 1 to 5 series, which I posted in public a couple of years ago. In part 1, I introduced some philosophy of Ichimoku. And yeah, it gave me lots of inspiration. And it helped me a lot to become a better trader in performance. Yeah. Thank you for joining, everyone. Good to see you. Yeah, so let me see. Let me check some other comments. Thank you for joining. I see many comments. So let me just cover quickly. So yes, pound USD spike down and up. I think that's because pound has been very active today, and pound versus USD, especially if you look at the 1 hour chart, it's very spiky because of the big news in UK. GBP got sold today. That's why you see all the GBP pairs are going down were going down 4 hours ago. Yeah, so but they are not for us the major direction. Hopefully it went up. Hopefully pound was bought and the market went up. And then I will be trading, for example, pound JPY. It may be a Kumo break. And I might be following the 1 hour time frame direction. But it went backwards. So yeah, still looks like the markets are not really trending these days. Let's see. Sarawit says, do you do all your back testing with the Forex Tester? Yes, I did. Yeah, I only use the Forex Tester to back test and practice on my own strategy. Today also I was running the tester by my own because markets were quiet. I didn't do something special. I was just starting up the software and just running charts, the candles one by one, and just simulate my entries and exits. But that helped me a lot. It's like training. It's like training in practice, so that you can use the full performance on the true game. Yeah, it's like so practice means like for me it's like exercise. It's like exercise for trades. So I don't take serious. I just practice or just take trades, exit, entry, and exits without thinking too much. Just exercise my trades with my own strategy. That's what I do. Okay. Okay, TSM, all right. I will check that also. Okay, so let me check some of the pairs. USD/JPY is now range. It's now top downtrend, its range. Euro Swiss franc is still downtrending, so I'm still expecting the market breaks the support. Over here, 0.9698 area. It's now retracing, but this time it may be resisted by the Tenkan Sen and go down because Kumo down, Kijun Sen down. So yeah, to me this is still bearish. I just have to wait for the break or downtrend in the 4 hour. But yeah, looks like the markets are very choppy and ranging. So this is time to stay away. Yeah, I think for those who want to make profits, I think this is tough time. Who want to take trades actively and make profits, I think this is tough time for anyone. But always have to remember, we have to see the performance in the long run. Yeah, it may be ranging right now. In the month of July, the market's been choppy. But this condition never lasts forever. At some point in the future, this condition will end and we will see some new trends in the markets. But the thing is that we don't know when it happens. We don't know when exactly happens, but one thing for sure is that big trends will happen in Forex in the future. So until it happens, we just be quiet. And when we start to see big new trends, then we become active again. At least for me is day to swing trader by following the daily or the 4 hour time frames. So that's my mindset. But never stop screening charts every day. Every day we have to screen charts because we never know when the new trends happen. It may happen tomorrow, it may happen next week, we're not sure, but we have to see charts every day, at least once or twice per day, so that you can catch up on what's happening in the markets and you don't miss out these big new trends in the markets. Okay, yeah. Thanks for so much for your comments. I always appreciate your participations. So yeah, let me see. Let me check some other comments now. All right, yeah, thank you for joining. Okay, Dan Zhang says, hi Kei, sorry to go off topic. I recently saw an old documentary on Reuters that there is a lot of Japanese housewives trading Forex. Is that still true nowadays? I think it's true still, yes. I know some famous housewife traders in Japan. So I think it's still true. Yep. Yeah, I'm not really sure about your country or the other regions, but in Japan, like female traders are kind of common. Still less number than male traders, but yeah, sometimes I've seen some. Let's say when I was working full time in Japan, my colleague's wife was also trading. And she was not a full-time trader. She was not a professional, but while she was raising child, she was trading. So yeah, I've seen these people before when I was in Japan. So I think it's still common. Okay, KOM says, is it possible gold go up to Kijun-sen at the weekly chart? Let me check the gold weekly chart. Right, so yeah, once the market breaks the support, then yeah, it's possible that the market goes up to Kijun-sen. It's possible. So yeah, but Kijun-sen on the weekly will be an ultimate target. Yeah, halfway through it may retrace. So usually when it retraces along the way, I just exit with some profit. But that will be an ultimate target if it breaks the daily resistance. Looks like it's about to break because I can see some buyers in the 4-hour chart than sellers. So this is about to break. So we'll see. It may happen today, a breakout, or tomorrow. So we'll see. Okay, I think I have some questions about the gold. Daniel says, if in gold break resistance in a 4-hour time frame, you can follow? Yes. If 4-hour breakout happens, then we can follow uptrend. And it looks like it's about to happen. Let me just adjust the resistance level more precisely, which is on 1788.44. And it is about to break. And whether it breaks or not, you can actually check the 5-minute to see the possibility. Like in a 4-hour chart, you see these candles, but you will only see double bottom and neckline breakout. So it may break. But if you look at, for example, the 5-minute, then you know exactly what's happening. Because in the 5-minute, this is a 5-minute, and in the 5-minute, I can see the new N wave bullish. New N wave bullish. That means this is now bullish. So it may retrace, but may be supported by this trend line in the 5-minute and breaks up this way. But if the market breaks the trend line, then it may be, as a result, it may become double top in higher time frame, and the market may go down this way. Especially if the market breaks the support in the 5, the most recent support in the 5-minute, then the market may go down or range. So you can still check the 5-minute or the lower time frames and see exactly what's happening on these smaller candles, smaller time frame candles. So yeah, I can see that these Well, actually, this was not the N wave, sorry. This was still the V wave. This is called a V wave previously because the resistances are at the same level and the close did not become above the resistances. So this is the V wave. So I wave plus V wave is happening in the markets. So for the N wave to happen, it has to break resistance. But if this doesn't happen, and if it becomes bearish, then as a result, it becomes reverse N wave or V wave and then I wave. And it may be supported, goes up. But if it doesn't reach to the next resistance, then it will be turning down along the way, retrace, and then becomes reverse N wave. So whenever you want to see the direction in the markets on any time frames, look for the shape N. Look for the N waves, because N wave is the only confirmation that the market is trending. If you don't see N shape in the markets, then that's range. That's all range. That's a wave theory. So if it's not N wave, then that will be either I wave or V wave. So yeah, for now, this is a V wave. So we can't really still see if it breaks or not. So yeah, it may break the trend line and go down this way. So yeah, let's see if it breaks today. Okay, let's see. Yeah, okay, WTI. All right, in the meantime, let's check WTI. Okay, I mean up to the daily time frame. And WTI, crude oil, this is bearish. Okay, it broke the support now, so it's bearish. FTMO is down, Kijun Sen is down. Chikou span below candles. So just like I mentioned on a couple of days ago, looks like this is now going down bearish. So I think this downtrend will be consistent, continuous until we see the next target, which is, I would say, around this area here. The next target is 81.72. So I will put down arrow pointing to that level. I think I moved it. Yeah. So 82, around 82, 81.88 or 82 level is the potential target in this case. Yeah. So let me check the 1 hour also. Okay, 1 hour shows a clear breakout after this Y wave. So yeah, and after double top, more precisely after double top here, the market broke the neckline. That was a big breakout. And then after that, the market went down in range and retraced a little bit, but it hasn't touched the previous supports. Then it has a doji candle. This was a doji reverse, and this was triggered that the market went down this way. So yeah, now this is bearish. I think this downtrend will be continuous. Yeah, so looks like WTI is moving now after long time of range in terms of Ichimoku. Yeah, Raj, you're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for the comment. He says, I would like to know whether do you have any experience trading based on footprint and DOM charts? No, I don't. I don't really know about these footprint or DOM charts. I'm not really sure. Yeah, I only trade based on these candles and Ichimoku in the charts. and I don't really look at other references. Ravi says, how to predict cloud direction quickly in live market if Senko span B flat? Because it takes many candles to turn Senko span B up. How long have to wait, and what other lines will confirm earlier cloud direction? So Kumo, cloud, has two lines. One is the Senko span B, and the other is Senko span A. When it's down Kumo, Senko span B is upper line, Senko span A is the lower line. So Senko span B, Senko span A. And Senko span A is the mid price of Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen. Senko span B is the mid price for the last 52 candles and shifted 26 candles to the future. So it may not take long for Senko span B to down. If you simply count number of candles previously 52 from here, that will be 52 will be here. Yeah, so 52nd candlestick, Senko span B. Senko span B is taking the highest high and lowest low for the last 52 candles, like this. So this is the highest high, and this is the lowest low for the last 52. And Senko span B is pointing down because the market renewed lower. Before it was taking this low, but now the lows are renewing lower and lower. That's why Senko span B's keep pointing down this way. So that's one of the conditions, conditions where Senko span B points down. Another condition is when highest high becomes a bit low. That's another case when Senko span B goes down. If highest high becomes not this, but let's say here, then the mid price of the high and low would be around here. This is high, this is low. Mid price will be around here. So Kijun-sen will point down like this. Without breaking support, this happens. So you can count the candles back 52 and see in how many candles Senko span B points down. And you can do the same on a Kijun-sen. Kijun-sen simply takes 26 candles to the past and takes mid price, and Tenkan-sen for 9 candles and takes mid price. So by counting previous candles and taking highest high and lowest low for the last 52 or 26 or 9 candles, then you will know exactly in how many candles they will angle. Yeah, and once you get used to it, you can just identify it very quickly. Okay, yeah, thank you for joining everyone. Good to see you. Oh, thank you for the reminder for the like button. So if you liked the live stream so far, please press the like button before you leave. That would be great. I hope you're learning something new on today's live stream also. Okay. Yeah, the first week of the month, usually it's choppy because we have big news. We have like FOMC and some other news. So yeah, if you don't see any stable and steady trends for the first week of the month, then I recommend you to stay away. Okay, Nifty chart. All right, let me check the Nifty index in India. Let me just delete all these lines. Okay, so let's see. Here is the daily Nifty chart. So this is now bullish. Yeah, obviously it's bullish. And I think the market reached the target. The target was here at the resistance, 1741.7.45. Looks like it has reached. So that means it may be resisted and retrace. But still, I can see that the market has been on the nicely bullish in the waves since the 17th of June. And every time the market goes up this way, it never fills the gap. You see some gaps in between the candles since the 14th of July especially. The market has some gaps in between the candles, but they never fill. And they just keeps going up this way. So this is still bullish. So, but the market has reached to the previous resistance, so it may retrace. But the retracement might be a bit shallow because it's uptrend. So, and Kumo up, Kijun Sen up. Tenkan Sen is also up, Chikou span above candles. So I think this uptrend will be continuous. But when you start to see Kumo flat and Kijun Sen flat, then you better stay away because most likely it retraces. Retraces at least back to Tenkan Sen. There was a previous Tenkan Sen bounce a couple of times on this chart. So this time it may retrace back to Tenkan Sen and bounce and it goes up, is my view. So wait for the retracement to Tenkan Sen, and when you see the buying confirmation here, you can take it. Yeah, but looks like the Nifty chart, or basically index are now bullish. It looks like all bullish now. The US index is now going up to the resistance also. It broke the Kumo, so I think the market will turn bullish, looks like. And the Euro stocks is also bullish. It also broke the Kumo and supported by the Senko span B, and now it's renewing higher and goes up. So I think the target is going to be 3856.2. Yeah, but looks like the indexes are also up. TAC France also broke the resistance nicely. And DAX index is about to break the Kumo. So better to wait for the break of the Kumo and target to the previous high, which was here. Yeah, most likely the Kumo break happens on German 40. Nifty is also bullish. And A200 is about to break the Kumo too. So you can wait for the Kumo break and then target to 7299.0. Hansen is bearish. So I think this downtrend will be continuous. I will continue to put this down arrow on this chart. Okay, so that covers today's topic, and I still do see many comments on the chat, but I can't cover, unfortunately. So I'm sorry I can't cover, but after I finish the live stream, I will review these comments and enjoy your questions. And so hopefully you can join the next live stream in my YouTube channel, and you can ask me the same question on the next session. So yeah, again, thank you for joining everyone today. This is Thursday, and we have some big news, so please be careful for this week. And for those who are Ichimoku community members, I will see you soon in about 5 minutes at the membership live stream. So until I see you next time, please stay healthy and stay safe and stay gold. All right, bye for now, everyone. Mata ne. Thanks so much.